All right, so we're stepping into the book of Ecclesiastes, probably just for today's devotional. I don't know. I do pray about these and ask the Lord what He wants to share with you and me to start our day. And so I want to read this scripture to you in verse number 6. It says, "The wind blows south and then turns north. Around and around it goes, blowing in circles. Rivers run into the sea, but the sea is never full. Then the waters returns again to the rivers and flows out again to the sea." All right, so if you know anything about the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, King David's son, who became King Solomon, was granted wisdom by God, and he began to process and, intellectually look at everything in the world around him. And as he does, he became frustrated with everything in life. He did. Wealth didn't satisfy him. Multiple wives and concubines did not satisfy him. And everything that he kept looking at, he was like, man, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? The beauty of it all is finally, at the end of the book, he says what it's all about, and that's a relationship with God. But I'm just pausing for a moment in the midst of all this and looking back in that chapter 1 and those references, I look at that and I see this as a testament of our amazing God. We talk about recycling. God's the master recycler. There's no new water being made. The water He placed here is the water we're still using. The water we drink is the same water everyone in history has drank. It goes into the systems, evaporates, rains, comes down, comes through the systems. God created it perfectly, and it provides for us perfectly. After the rains come wind, and the wind dries up the wet. Everything God does, everything, has purpose and meaning. And so as we just pause today and look around us and think about what's happening in our lives, you may be in a moment where the wind's just blowing this way, that way, and things just don't seem to be going in any certain direction. It's a good time for you to just stand and trust God. Don't try and pick a direction and go. Allow God to send you. And if He's not sending you somewhere, stay where you are and just trust Him. Let's be His church.